Welcome to ATV News. I'm Emily Jeffers.
And I'm Michaela Amos. ATV News starts now. An American university professor charged with setting fires on New Mexico Avenue on September 4th has officially pled guilty to burglary. David Pitts faces a maximum of 15 years in prison for burglary and 10 years on another charge of identity theft.
A security guard was stabbed and left with non-life-threatening injuries at a Safeway in Northeast D.C. Friday morning. The suspect fled the scene on foot, but was described wearing a brown jacket and weighing around 200 pounds. 60 police officers were in the area searching for the suspect. Now let's check out what is happening in the entertainment world with Jalen.
I'm Jalen Fairborn-Chapman, and this is ATV Entertainment. Jasmine Sullivan released her newest album, Reality Show, 2 weeks ago. This was her first album after an indefinite leave from music in 2010. It was met with positive reviews from both fans and critics, containing R&B hits Forever Don't Last, Dumb, and Mascara. Reality Show debuted at number 3 on the digital album charts, number 2 on the R&B hip-hop charts, and number 1 on Billboard's R&B charts. We've all missed you, Jasmine, and you can buy Reality Show on iTunes today. Mike Huckabee joined the list of politicians who choose to be bothered by Beyonce. The conservative politician's book, God, Guns, Grits, and Gravy, admonishes President Obama for allowing his daughters to listen to Beyonce. Huckabee argues that she is controlled by Jay-Z, who he says crosses into being her pimp. His concern stems from songs like Partition, which is highly sexual about the songstress's monogamous relationship with her husband. Meanwhile, you can YouTube the former governor of Arkansas playing bass to Cat Scratch Fever, which contains a metaphor of a feline purring. Fox's Empire has been renewed for its second season after only 2 episodes. The hip-hop musical sensation attracted more viewers in its second episode than its first, which broke a 22-year record for Fox. It follows a record label CEO's King Lear reminiscent quest to have his 3 sons fight for control of the label, with great interference from his ex-accomplice, ex-wife, played by Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson respectively. The Lee Daniels-directed drama also delves into the issue of homophobia in the African-American community. Empire airs Wednesdays at 9:00 p.m. on Fox. I'm Jalen Fairborn-Chapman, and this is ATV Entertainment.
Thanks, Jalen. Speaker of the House John Boehner invited Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to address Congress on March 3rd. While Netanyahu is in the district, he will not be meeting with President Obama. Obama's administration has said that his visit is too close to upcoming elections in Israel.
Let's see what the latest is in politics with Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric Higas, and this is ATV Politics. President Obama delivered his State of the Union address to Congress Tuesday night. He laid out his administration's goals for the upcoming year, including free community college, major tax reforms, and reducing student loan payments. Many of his plans will require cooperation with the new Republican majority in Congress. Freshman Senator Joni Ernst of Iowa gave the official Republican response. She spoke about job-creating measures like the Keystone Pipeline and free trade agreements. She also echoed voters' dissatisfaction with the Washington establishment. Many potential 2016 candidates also gave their own responses. Last Thursday was the 42nd anniversary of the landmark case Roe v. Wade. Tens of thousands of pro-life demonstrators marched on the Mall while Congress debated an abortion bill. The House was originally supposed to vote on H.R. 36, the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act. The bill bans abortion after 20 weeks except in the cases of rape, incest, or health of the mother. However, some female Republican lawmakers threatened to oppose the bill. This led the House to instead vote on H.R. 7, which prohibits the use of taxpayer funds for abortions, but has the same exemptions as the previous bill. H.R. 7 passed the House 242 to 179. That's This Week in Politics. For ATV News, I'm Eric Higas.
After a deadly incident at L'Enfant Plaza earlier this month, Metro officials have confirmed that fans used to control smoke in the trains were malfunctioning, causing the buildup that ultimately turned fatal. They have also confirmed that a change in communication strategies contributed to their slow response time.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has spoken out after the Metro incident and said that drawing conclusions on who to blame would be premature. Firefighters have blamed Metro for the emergency, while the Metro has blamed the fire department. Bowser says that her approach is to get to the bottom of what happened so they can fix any problems that may lie ahead.
Now let's go to sports with Mike.
I'm Mike Goodkind, and this is ATV Sports. Before we get into football, though, we have to talk some AU athletics. The women's basketball team is on a 7-game win streak as they handily defeated the Boston University Terriers 75-45. AU shot an astounding 51% from the field. Emily Kinniston led the way with 15 points. Shaquilla Curtis also had a solid performance with 8 boards. The next home game will be held on Tuesday against Navy, January 27th. Come out and show some support for the red and blue. The team is 12-6 right now. The boys basketball team just fell to the Boston University Terriers 59-54 in Boston. Jesse Reed led the way with points and rebounds. He had 15 points and 8 boards. Pee Wee Gardner had 6 assists. However, they still hold the 3 spot in the Patriot League standings. Bucknell is at the top of the leaderboard with a 5-2 conference record, and Colgate sits in the 2 spot with a 5-2 conference record as well. In professional sports, as you all probably know, the Super Bowl is back next Sunday. The New England Patriots will take on the Seattle Seahawks at 6:30 from Glendale, Arizona. You can catch that broadcast on NBC. The Patriots' last 2 Super Bowl appearances were against the Giants, where they lost in both matchups. Will Tom Brady get his 4th ring, or will Russell Wilson and company come out on top and become a dynasty after repeating? Find out next Sunday for ATV Sports. I'm Mike Goodkind.
Thanks, Mike. 5 bodies have been found after a fire burned a multi-million-dollar mansion to the ground in Annapolis, Maryland. There is currently no sign of any foul play, but the fire is being handled as a crime scene due to no indication of how the fire started. And now let's go to finance with Max.
Good afternoon, my name is Max Knauer, and this is your ATV Finance Report. On Thursday, the European Central Bank announced a massive stimulus package that would inject over €1 trillion of newly created money into the Eurozone. Stocks rallied in response, as U.S. indexes were up this week after 3 weeks of losses. The euro dropped 3 cents in value following the announcement. SkyMall filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on Friday following layoffs and the full suspension of its catalog operations last week. CEO Scott Wiley cited increased internet access on planes and competition from online retailers as the primary reasons behind the catalog's decline in popularity. On Friday, Expedia announced that it had purchased fellow online travel agency Travelocity for $280 million in cash. This purchase follows a 2013 marketing agreement in which Expedia provided technology to power Travelocity's websites in exchange for web traffic. The Dow Jones is up 2%, the S&P 500 is up 1.6%, and the NASDAQ is up 2.6%. This has been Max Knauer with your ATV News Finance Report.
Thanks, Max. Microsoft announced a plan this week that will bring free Office 365 software to more than 1 million students, including many in DC. The software will be distributed through the program Communities in Schools, which aims to prevent students from dropping out of high school.
The Washington Nationals held an open tryout this weekend for any fans interested in becoming the racing president. The Nationals are looking for candidates to fill the roles of presidents such as George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Teddy Roosevelt. Let's see what's happening in world news with Bennett.
Hello, I'm Bennett Lapidez, and this is your ATV World News Report. King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz of Saudi Arabia died last Friday. Abdullah, who had ruled the country since 2005, was around the age of 90. His half-brother Salman has been confirmed as the new king. Salman confirmed he would continue the policies that his family has kept instituted for so long. Japan says it is seeking to verify a video that claims Japanese hostage Haruna Yukara, held by ISIS militants, has been killed. On Tuesday, the terrorist group threatened to kill Mr. Yukawa and fellow Japanese hostage Kinji Goto, unless Japan paid $200 million within 72 hours. At least 20 people have been killed and dozens more were injured in rocket attacks by pro-Russian rebels in eastern Ukraine's government-held port of Mariupol, according to local police. The rockets hit a market in a residential area. Since this past April, more than 5,000 have died in the conflict in eastern Ukraine. Russia is still being accused of backing the rebel groups in order to cause unrest within the country. Many believe that the hopes of a peace summit is fading with the renewed violence in the region. I'm Bennett Lapidez, and this is your ATV World News Report.
Thanks, Bennett. The son of late D.C. Mayor Marion Barry pled not guilty this week to charges of assault after being caught on camera earlier this month. Barry is currently running for his father's former D.C. council seat in Ward 8. Now let's head over to weather with Kristen.
Hi, I'm Kristen Luft, and this is your 5-day weather report. Sunday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high in the upper 40s and a low of 32 degrees. Monday, things will be cooler with a high of 33 and a low of 25, along with snow showers throughout the day. Skies clear up on Tuesday, bringing a high of 33 and a low of 20. And on Wednesday, we can expect to see the sun again, accompanied by temperatures peaking at 35 degrees and later dropping to 25. It'll be cloudy on Thursday and temperatures will rise a little to a high of 39 and a low of 32. Wrapping up the week, Friday and Saturday will both have highs in the upper 30s and lows of 19. I'm Kristen Left, and this has been ATV Weather.
Metro authorities announced this week that they are working on a new budget document that could increase fares by as much as a dime and increase the length of time between trains. If passed, the budget could be implemented by September 1st.
What is the latest happening at AU? Let's go to Sarah to find out.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is What's Up AU. With our spring semester in full swing, AU is set to host a multitude of exciting events. Last weekend, the 8 sororities on campus went through their spring formal recruitment. The process came to a close last Monday, but recruitment events for the social and professional fraternities occurred throughout the week. Last Saturday, AU held Teaching for Justice Civil Rights in the 21st Century, including speakers, workshops, and panels. The focus of the event was how recent racial tensions fit into the civil rights movement. Also, the Center for Diversity and Inclusion is sponsoring intergroup dialogues on the struggle for racial equality in the United States, race and gender in the U.S., and exploring race through a global lens. Apply by February 4th to participate. Jumpstart your New Year's resolutions and come to the New Year, New You Fitness Festival free for all students next Saturday from 1 to 6 at Casella Fitness Center. Try out hot new group exercise classes and talk with and work with Casella's certified personal trainers. I'm Sarah, and this is What's Up AU.
So Emily, have you kept up with your New Year's resolutions?
I'm trying to go over to the gym and work out, but with school, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, it is hard to find that balance.
But speaking of working out, the AU men and women's basketball team seem to have a great season ahead of them, so hopefully we can go and check out the game and support them.
Yeah, they certainly do seem to be doing really well.
For sure. That's all for ATV News. I'm Emily Jeffers.
And I'm Michaela Amos. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a great week, AU.